Let's begin this morning with a look at the electoral map. According to ABC News right now, former Vice President Joe Biden leads the way with 253 electoral votes, just 17 shy of the 270 that are needed in the Electoral College. President Trump has 214. The path to the presidency coming down to just a handful of states. One of them, Arizona, 88% reporting so far. Both Fox and AP have called the state for Biden. ABC News said it's still too close to call. The president has been making progress cutting into Biden's lead. A lot of the outstanding ballots are from Maricopa County, which early tilted in favor of Joe Biden. 68,000 the difference there.
Another state we're waiting on is Georgia, where Biden has been narrowing that gap, chipping away at what was once a sizable lead by Trump. The president leading Biden by about 18,000 votes with 98% of precincts reporting.
Counting continuing right now. This is a live look at Georgia. This is Atlanta. There are fewer than 10,000 votes left to be counted in Fulton County. That is where Atlanta is located. The Georgia Secretary of State saying this morning there are fewer than 25,000 ballots left to be counted in the entire state. He believes the state should be done counting no later than noon today. And
Trump's lead is evaporating in Pennsylvania. The president's still up by less than 160,000 votes, but only 89% of precincts are reporting. So there are lots of outstanding votes from Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, where Biden continues to command a lead. Hundreds of thousands of votes are still waiting to be counted. And the counting continues in Pennsylvania at this hour. We have live pictures for you from Philadelphia. And Pennsylvania is one of a handful of those states that did not start processing absentee ballots until Election Day. That's why some are saying they won't be done counting until today, maybe even tomorrow.
Let's take one look at Nevada. That is where this race is extremely close. Biden leading by fewer than 8,000 votes. 75% of the vote has been counted so far, so still plenty of votes out there. We'll see what happens. It's going to be one of those nail-biter moments all throughout the next couple of days.
A group of Trump supporters last night, some of them armed with long guns, storming this elections department in Phoenix as workers continue to count ballots inside. Officials estimate there are still about 275,000 ballots that need to be processed and tabulated. And a similar scene in Detroit yesterday, where Republican challengers were seen chanting and banging on the doors of the TCF Center. That's where officials are counting the votes. It happened after President Trump filed a lawsuit saying observers are allegedly being denied access. It was just one of several lawsuits filed by the Trump campaign. And despite those allegations of fraud, officials in the state say the process has been transparent and legal from the beginning, with observers from both sides of the aisle keeping a close watch on the vote counting.
We continue to wait. The popular vote continues to grow. Biden leading that category by almost 3.5 million votes. This morning, the counting continues with former Vice President Joe Biden saying he sees victory ahead.
I'm not here to declare that we've won, but I am here to report that when the count is finished, we believe we will be the winners.
Biden eating into Trump's lead in Pennsylvania and claiming he'll flip Arizona blue. Projections now show he's likely to win in Michigan and Wisconsin. He's just 17 electoral votes shy of the presidency. His campaign setting a record for the most votes for any presidential candidate.
We've won with the majority of the American people. Indeed, Senator Harris and I are on track to win more votes than any ticket in the history of this country.
Still, the former vice president urging patience as vote counting continues in swing states like Nevada, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. The president currently holds a lead in the Keystone State, but there are hundreds of thousands of ballots yet to be counted, the majority from Democratic-leaning areas. With the president's chances of staying in the White House for 4 more years narrowing, the Trump campaign now mounting court challenges in several states, including Michigan, where he's pushing for more GOP observers to be allowed into counting locations. This group causing chaos inside one of those sites, chanting, "Stop the count," even though Biden is ahead. Other than his overnight news conference yesterday, the president has mostly been behind closed doors, done no TV interviews. He's there in the White House. We do know that the Trump campaign will make a major announcement, they say, in Las Vegas at around 11:30 this morning.